Hey, what's up, you guys? So I had the pleasure of being asked to write an article for the YG Fitness magazine. And what we're gonna go through today is a upper body push-pull circuit. So like in the article, if you read it, one of the biggest things for us sometimes going to the gym is being able to have an efficient workout. A lot of times we do an exercise, we leave to go get some water, or we come back, somebody's taking our piece of equipment, or we just don't have enough space to be able to do a superset or something like that. So we usually do a set, wait for a couple minutes, jump on our phone, talk to somebody, go back. By the end, we got to get out of there and we barely done anything. So one of the biggest things that we can be able to do is use this piece of equipment. We can camp up, set up shop, put a sign saying back the hell off, right? And we can just stay here and crush out our workout in 30, 45 minutes or less and get out and see those gains. So what we're gonna take you guys through is a superset workout. So 2 exercises back and forth, then you back and forth with no breaks. Then you take about a 60 to 90 second rest, and then you hit it again, all right? So the first exercise that we're gonna do is chest press. So you're gonna have the anchor points up in the highest position. You're gonna have the handles right here. We're gonna step forward. Again, a lot of people I see try to do this when they step forward. Elbows up, press down first, step out. Now I like to have my back toe versus being on the ground. Being on my back toe allows me to squeeze this glute, create stability. From here, I'm just gonna press. Now what I don't wanna see is this back and forth. So I gotta have a nice strong core, lower body to help stabilize. So I'm gonna do my desired reps, depending on what kind of weight I'm doing. All I gotta do, I don't even have to let go of this. I'm just gonna rotate around, drop down to one knee, and do my X pull downs. 1, 2, 3. What we wanna make sure with these ones is that we're pulling right down to our armpits. We don't wanna go too far. See a lot of people come down too far here as well, or out too far, or out too wide. So again, bring it right down. Again, mimicking a pull-up, an overhead pull. So we wanna get that horizontal press with a vertical pull, and that's gonna help balance us out quite a bit. Now, during your 90-second rest, you guys can either rest, or sometimes what I like to do is do some core work in between. So maybe I'll do a 30, 45 second, 60-second plank, or sit-ups, jump back up, grab some water, boom, and right back into it. So we'll get 3 rounds, 3 sets, and then you'll move on to your other exercises. So those are our first 2. From there, we're gonna go do squat rows and shoulder press. So that's what we're gonna take. 1 anchor point, bring it down. I'm gonna pop this off. I'm gonna bring both of these. Now, depending on what kind of weight rack you guys have, you may wanna use both arms to add a little bit more weight. But again, from here, we're gonna squat and press. So now we're tossing a squat just to add a little bit more dynamic movement to it. So from here, grease up those joints too. So squat, back is nice and straight. I don't wanna over squat. So knees out nice and wide. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna row. So I'm finding my glutes, leaning back a little bit. What's gonna happen first is you're either gonna do this or here, and then it's gonna pull you forward. So from here, squat, 1, 2, trying to get to 90 degrees or just below, and I'll do my rows, okay? If you wanna just do straight normal rows, feel free, this is your workout. From here, we're gonna do shoulder press. So I'm gonna take this, now depending if they have a free motion cable machine or just a normal one, you'll just slide those anchor points down or those handles down. Now I'm gonna do shoulder press. So from here, again, I always like to do my stuff from half kneeling. This allows me to tuck my pelvis, squeeze my glutes, find my core. Last thing I want is to be pressing like that, okay? We need to have a nice stable core and lower body to help with all of our movements. From here, pop that guy up. 1, 2, 3, okay? Pressing up and down, find your desired weight. We wanna get up as close to having our ears in line with our biceps. We don't wanna be too far out like that or else it turns into another chest press. So those are our 2 exercises there. Again, you take a little break and then we would do some core, take a rest, grab some water, and do that 3 times. All right, so next up is a core superset. Again, this is where you don't necessarily need to do your core in between, but this is a little bit different. We're usually used to doing planking, which is great, but sit-ups and things like that, crunches. Now for us, we want to change it up a little bit by adding anti-rotation. So be able to control rotation. So this is something called a palm press. Again, this can either be done from one knee or standing. I'll show you guys a standing one. I'm gonna bring that cable machine right out to here. I'm gonna find my nice, strong, athletic stance. From here, all I'm gonna do is press straight out. I'm gonna hold it, bring it back in. Bring it back in. Now what we're gonna see, if we're weak through that lower body, is that lower body twist, okay? So find some weight that you can control it and own it. I'm gonna stabilize, kind of dig my lower body in, press straight out, bring it back in. Press straight out, and bring it back in, okay? From there, again, this can also be done from your knees, which usually is a little better to start off from. Again, I'll show you standing here, is cable rotation. So technically, once we're able to really control that, then we're probably ready for this. I just want to give you guys some variation. From here, pressing straight out, rotate, rotate. So again, limited lower body movement. What we don't want is this, or else you're just gonna get an arm workout and it's not gonna be through your core. So again, if this is a little bit lower, pop this down. 1, 2. So obviously there's some arms upper body, but you should start to feel that through the obliques and through your core. So that's our core superset right from there. Right after that, what's a workout without finishing with an upper body workout without finishing with an arm pump? So what we're gonna do, pretty basic stuff. We can do normal tricep extensions here, or what I like as well is to actually go down and do your triceps here. So again, this is a superset, descending superset, so 20 reps of each, 16, 12, 8, 4, all the way down. What I don't like sometimes about this is that we get too hunched. And then we start rocking back and forth, using shoulders. So if I am gonna do standing, I'm gonna be here, pulling straight down, okay? Then we just slide all this down. We're just gonna do reverse grip hammer curls. 1, make sure you're full extension. Last thing we want, I see too often, people doing their curls, stopping right here. Last thing we want, we're gonna be walking around the grocery store, grabbing some milk, not being able to straighten our arms, okay? Full reps, people, all right? So again, here, squeeze your glutes and core, pull, 1, 2, 3. From there, you can decide to do some core or rest it up. So there you go, you guys, 8 exercises. Get a push, pull, some core, some arms, good full body, upper body circuit that you guys can do right in your own space without having to navigate the gym or feeling like you're gonna get booted out off of equipment. Give that a go, let me know how you do. Have some fun up there. Here we go.